Yo, it's your boy Hawes, and we are back with another live stream episode of Behind the Art, live
You're
from Sukasa Studio with my boy Fuego.
Yes, sir.
Feel
We
me?
here.
How you feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Tight,
Sunday.
tight.
We got the Grammys on.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean?
This Sunday, we're gonna do things a little bit different. Instead of watching the film, we're gonna dive into this year's Grammys Award. A lot happened in hip hop last year, so as you can imagine, it's probably a very eventful night. Rap categories already went up, so we'll touch back on that. But before we jump directly into the Grammys, how you been, bro?
Shit, I've been good. I've been cooking. I'm in a real flow state right now.
Tight.
Niggas just producing, creating, editing, designing, writing, everything, bro. You know what I mean?
Type shit.
My boy Tomo just walked in. Yo. What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah. So tell me
Yeah.
about that though. I heard that for some time you was kind of dived into R&B bag. You was more on the more songwriting tip. You were doing
Yep.
things a little bit differently. Like what inspired that transition? And then I know you're back in the on the rap shit now,
Mhm.
hip hop. So then what inspired that? Like,
Bro, I just like to experiment for real. Oh shit. I just like to experiment. I like to see what I'm really capable of. See what I could like. See if I can exceed my limits, type shit.
yeah.
And so with that, I just been going into like different genres, like R&B, rock, house, everything, bro, and seeing what like kind of seeing what else I could do and what else like fits with me the most, type shit. Like rap's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like rap's always been there. That's like my foundation of like how I perceive music. And yeah, I feel like with that, I was just like I was in a space where I'm like, I feel like I'm not like I reached the ceiling with rap, but I wanted to take it further. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I'd done a lot of songs I already wanted to do with rap and like done a lot of performances with rap, but I want to like take it further and like expand more. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm pretty sure you kind of had explored those different sounds when you were starting out. Like it wasn't.
I haven't.
Okay.
Nah, it's strictly rap.
Take me back to the start. What was that in the beginning? Was it like a deep dive on a specific style of sound and sonic, or did you kind of already know going into it? Like when you decided that you wanted to like pursue artistry, your artistry being a hip hop artist.
Yeah, so when I started, I just had like a fucking notes app full of verses, bro. Like just straight verses. I didn't really know what type of beats I wanted to hop on. Yeah, I knew I wanted to like, you know what I mean, have some shit where I'm actually capable of saying something, but also like making good music. So I was just trying to like find the bridge between those two. But like as far as um like what you said earlier, I feel like just back then I was just so hell bent on rapping and focusing on rapping. I never really gave myself the space or the opportunity to like take up other genres, take up other spaces type shit. So I feel like that's where that came from. And back to the start, it was just like, man, I was more of a writer more than like a musician for real. And then I just kind of like took that leap and just had that, you know what I mean? Had that sauce.
And you also produce. So like, at what
Hmm.
point, being someone who started as a writer, at what point did you start to develop a skill for production? Was it something that naturally, or was it? I know a lot of times when people become producers or they pick up the skill of producing,
Hmm.
it's out of necessity because they're not really finding sounds and styles that match what they want.
Low
So
key, yeah, it was out of necessity. I was just like, I didn't really feel all the way connected to the beats I hopped on at first. I was just finding whatever was there type shit. Like, bro, I used to go on motherfucking, remember Dat Piff? I used to go on Dat Piff, look for beats, bro.
yeah,
No bullshit. And I would hop on like motherfucking Clams Casino shit. I hop on like Chuck English, Cool Kids shit, bro. And so it was like back then, it was like, it was fire to me that I got to like take the opportunity and do that shit. But like, I wanted to like push the sound for real. I didn't want to just hop on some shit that was already there. I wanted to, you know what I mean?
build your own
Forge it.
identity.
Exactly.
How long do you felt? How long do you feel like that process was for you? That like identity building process, developing your sound and kind of being confident in what you were creating.
I was always confident in what I was creating, even when I was ass. No bullshit. Even when I was like still figuring it out, I was still confident in my shit. Like I would drop all the time. I dropped like 15 song album in like the first 6 months of me recording. Like the mixing was crazy, beats was crazy, but I had something to say and I like knew how I wanted to say it and I
Yeah.
stood by it type shit. You cannot find that shit now anywhere.
So how do you
That
feel
was
about
like,
that?
yeah,
Like
me.
stuff in the earlier parts of your career and like where you feel like it like exists now, being that you're probably in a different space, your artistry,
Mhm.
obviously more refined as an artist, more understanding of what you want to present, how you want to present. How do you go about stuff that you may no longer older material you may no longer resonate with? Because I myself I was thinking about that like y'all might have to send some takedowns type shit because I don't
What you
know if
mean
I like
by takedowns?
like older taking down older music basically
Yeah.
like sending some stuff because I don't know if I don't not necessarily stand by it, but like I wouldn't say it's an accurate reflection of
Where you are.
uh not I don't even know just where I am, even more so where I was at that time. I think I just as artists we're often experimenting, and I
Mhm.
think there has been points in my journey where it's like test phasing. So it's artwork. I kind of see it like as a museum, life as a museum, right? I'm putting something on the wall and then I'm getting feedback.
Yep.
So I see it the same way as like delivering your music to streaming or whatever the case may be. I put it out there to get feedback. If it doesn't necessarily do well, the intention is not to put it out. And if it doesn't do well, I'm gonna take it down. But it's just like if over time this is not something that people have gravitated to, this is not art that people have gravitated to. It's like why is it still out there in the
Mhm.
to kind of keep a continuity. That's been my mindset. Like, should I?
I
So
feel that.
that when you go back, like the catalog is seamless. It isn't anything up there that I don't necessarily all the way 100% agree with. But then there's a part of me that's just like, it's my art. It's like it was there for a moment of time. So even if only one person fucks with it, like that one person can continue to go back and fuck with it type shit. But you said that you have stuff that's no longer online. So like,
For sure.
how did you come to that? Like, how'd you come to that? And like, do you do you think that's something you'll continue to do moving forward if you put something out that you don't years down the line you don't fuck with or
Um.
not fuck with but just not feeling anymore? Thank you
So
for
wait,
that.
what's your main question?
Like
My
the
fault.
main question is, do what made you take down stuff originally, and do you see yourself doing that moving forward?
Oh, because back then I feel like the mixing was bad, and I was still figuring it out as an artist for real. And not only is it like it's definitely my art, and I'm always going let's go have like a special place in my heart type shit.
Yeah,
But if it's like if it's not listenable music, like you can consume, like if you can go back type shit and be like, all right, this is still like I still feel that shit. You know what I mean? Then I feel like it's a different level. You know what I mean? But I I wouldn't advise artists to do the same thing because like especially uh like I wouldn't advise artists to do the same thing even if it's like something you don't fuck with anymore. But like nigga, if it's something you really want to do or something you really like just not connected to anymore, then by all means, like no one's gonna tell you not to do it. But at the same time, like you do have people that like see your growth from that point, and then they could really appreciate from where you at now. Cause I feel like if I came out the gate like 14 years old and I made Phoenix, bro, I would have been like it would have been fucked up for me. I would have
yeah.
been, you know what I mean? Like I feel like my creativity would just be at a different point. So I feel like just that progress is always good to see with certain shit. But I definitely have music I deleted and shit. What's that? Oh, yo, bro, want the chips. Also, what's the link? I'm about to post that shit up real quick.
Yeah, we live. We live. Did you tag us in the link so we could toss that up? We live. We live.
Excuse me.
Live from Sukasa behind the
Yeah.
art. What? I I feel that to end that point, and I kind of want to get into like use that to segue into the Grammys because I wonder how many we before we started
Mhm.
we're like, do we think young like the demo of who actually watched the Grammys, and I felt like anecdotally I added I don't even think most artists and creators even watch this shit like outside of consuming it on TV, but like what even year is this? Is this
It's
like
2025, nigga.
no? But what year? Like was this like the? I
Is
remember.
this the thing?
Yeah, is it the 70th? What?
Oh, it's a 76, right?
76.
I think.
That's crazy. 76.
a
How
lot of
long
years,
is
bro.
music? How old is music?
Hundreds.
No, but how old is commercial music? Like not obviously not music. How old is commercial music?
Hundreds of years, bro. No bullshit. Or at least at least 100. At least 100.
Right? Let's see. I gotta do
Cause you know you got the motherfuckers that
like the homie that
no, you feel me?
Commercial music has existed forever.
Tomo said it's existed forever.
You used to have to go to see people perform. That's where theater stems from, all that shit.
The
Opera.
jazz clubs, nigga.
Like, you would go to the opera. In the 1800s, you used to go to the opera.
Yep. It was just that it wasn't like as it was obviously commercial, but it wasn't as consumerized in the way that it is now. It was a lot more local. Like you had to go out and like go to the motherfucking jazz clubs, go to the motherfucking speakeasies where them niggas was like really playing instruments and doing crazy shit. Those are the real motherfuckers, bro.
So 1920.
1920.
Yeah.
So we approaching 100 years. I would know 105. Feel me?
But phonograph records of performances, so live recordings, started releasing in the 1880s. Yeah.
Feel me?
That's when that folk music was your land.
Yo, we used to sing that shit in choir, bro.
You didn't
in
even
music
know
class,
what you
bro.
was
I'm like,
singing.
fuck it.
Exactly. You just
Like,
vibing.
Like, what am I at? Alto? All right, bet.
Yo, it's crazy because no funny shit. I thought about that. I had saw the Bob Dylan. There's this fucking Bob Dylan biopic called Of the Unknown, and his mentor was the writer of that record, that song. And they sung, like, he's doing a performance in the movie, like they reenact a performance that he had did earlier in his career for some type of like rally or something, and he's doing a whole bunch of other numbers, and then they like he's finales with that song, and I'm in the audience, I'm just watching, I'm like, where do I know that? But I'm talking to myself, I'm like, where do I know that song from? And the woman next to me, and she's like, you probably sung it when you were in school or something like that.
Facts, bro.
But it was like a pre-screening, so that's why that was interaction was even able to happen, because I'm normally like in the front when nobody gets next to me. But it was just funny because I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I did sing this when I was younger, but it made me think about, I didn't know what I was singing. And we really be young just doing what we're told.
Program game.
Like
program.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag. Bro, I dead got in trouble for that shit.
Yo!
I dead got in trouble for that shit because it was around like, this is like 50, I was like 14, 15, bro. I was like, I'm not saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Math teacher was on my ass. He gave me them lashings. He said, nigga, say that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Not actually, but he did give me a little, well, yeah, I mean, but I'm like, bro, that was the same time as the Kaepernick shit. It was around the same time as the Kaepernick shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, bro, what do we do this for? Yeah. What's this really mean? Yeah. I started asking the wrong questions, and niggas was like, yo,
you started asking the right questions.
You feel me? But then he was like, nah, man. Nah. I'm like, all right, bro. But
he was just trying to do his job and go home.
He's trying to do his job, but at the same time, if I don't want to
definitely a child of mischief for a while until I feel like I just kind of mellowed out. I didn't really chill because there was still shit I was getting into. I feel that I just kind of like, I just mellowed out, like, to where the type of shit that I was getting in was very different from the past, but like also like just like kind of should make you wipe your eyes, make sure you're looking at correctly. Yeah, but since then, you feel me? We all good, we all great, man. Everything on the up and up. You feel me? But nah, I feel like I was pretty normal for the most part. I think that I was just like, I wasn't extra, but I definitely had energy and was just ambitious. Like, I've always been very ambitious. So for yourself, like, wanting to know why I was saying certain things, I definitely asked questions. Like, you told me most of the occasions on my time in school and shit like that. But I think that honestly, those type of moments kind of define your like character building, because I feel like a lot of artistry is like human development, character development. So those are like defining moments in your character development. Like that informs. Honestly, I feel like if you're not already knowing when you're younger that you want to be creative with some type of art, something like that, informs those moments in the future. So that when you do get into stuff, you look back on your life like, oh, that's why I did this way, or that's why I was like so inquisitive, or that's why I was like learned visually, like you feel me, the different things. It all kind of makes sense as you go on. Exactly. And it makes me think of like even something as simple as like the type of demo that I watched the show. Even if it is younger folks or it is a bunch of older folks, it's like I would imagine the folks that are. I really feel like it's something that's music industry that's just broadcasted, and because it's been broadcasted for so long, it has become a part of pop culture. But I do feel like that all of the music labels and everybody in music give money to so that this can happen because so their artists look good so they can get recognized and it's just like it's a part of the business. It's like they can capitalize on the investment. You feel me? And I feel like it's dope to be able to be awarded and recognized.